I took pictures to see what was going on, and when I seen the pictures, I started to cry. Hey y'all, it's Traeh, and I'm back with the horror story, with the horror story, with the horror story. I'm back with the horror story, with the horror story, with the horror story. Y'all already know what day it is. It's Friday, so it's Natural Hair Horror Story Friday. Now I know last week's Natural Hair Horror Story was kind of on the shorter side. I know you guys were telling me about it before YouTube disabled the comments. They were on for like 10 minutes and then YouTube disabled them, but you guys were telling me that the horror story was short, and I know. I'm sorry, every Natural Hair Horror Story that I get isn't like 6 pages long, but this one is long. I'm gonna be here for a while, so this one should hopefully make up for last week. So make sure you go and get your snacks. Y'all know what to do. Y'all might hear my belly rumbling because I'm a little hungry. I should go get some snacks, but I don't feel like getting up. So y'all go grab your snacks and let's get into it. Right, let me pull up the email. But before we do that, if you're new, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe. I do a series here on my channel where I allow you guys to email me your craziest. And it gets pretty crazy. Your craziest Natural Hair Horror Story, and I feature it, I share it, and I used to let you guys weigh in the comments. It was before YouTube disabled them. So yeah, I just share my thoughts. It's a good time, so stick around and binge watch. The link will be down below for you guys to binge watch because this series is pretty popular, so go ahead and binge watch. So the email says, "Hey Traeh, first I'd like to start off by saying I love and adore you and your family. I came across your YouTube videos a couple of months ago and been watching ever since. Thank you so much. I hope you guys got your snacks." I already told them, girl. If they ain't listening, that's on them. Because this story is real long and about to get real interesting. Y'all heard the girl. Y'all can pause it now. Go get your snacks. Let me get comfortable, okay? Let me get comfortable. She says, "My hair has pretty much always been natural until I was 13. For my 13th birthday, I begged my mom for a perm, and she got me one. My hair was so thick and long, they needed to use 2 boxes of perm to relax all my hair." Dang, you had a lot of hair, girl. I only needed 1 box, and then again, I didn't even need to finish that one. I obviously didn't know what I was doing because if I did, I wouldn't have asked for it. For years, I did weave and my hair was thick, but not as healthy, strong, and thick the way it used to be. Back in 2013, I got pregnant with my son and immediately stopped perming my hair. However, after I had him, I decided I wanted to color my hair and do a trim. When I tell you, this lady who was new to the salon and had glasses, why would we mention that she had glasses? She cut my hair while it was dry. Was it at least blown out first? She had my hair looking crazy. Everyone in the salon was looking at me like they felt bad, and I immediately got mad. When I went in the bathroom to look at it, I loved the color, but hated the cut. It was so short. I hated it. I told myself I wouldn't perm or color my hair ever again. That was in 2014. I definitely stuck to that. It took a while, but I did washing sets and treatments, and my hair flourished all on its own without me having to cut it. I always loved and definitely missed my hair I had back when I was a little girl. So last year, I decided to really learn more about how to take care of my natural hair since it was finally all natural without any relaxed hair. Okay, so you're staying away from the relaxers, staying away from the color, and taking care of your hair. So what could go wrong? Over the past year, I've been doing my own hair, which consisted of braiding protective styles and me washing my own hair. My washing routine consists of Shea Moisture shampoo and conditioner. The past 5 months, I've been looking on YouTube and learned so much. So I've added to my normal shampoo and conditioner routine. My natural hair started to take about 2 hours to do. After I shampooed my hair, I do an avocado hair mask and let it sit on for an hour. And after I wash that out, I would do my rice water. The memories! And let it sit on for 30 minutes. I know as a natural haired sister, you have your own routine. I developed this routine through some things I've learned, plus my own little twist. And that's great. You got to do what works for you. Great getting tips and tricks from people, but ultimately, do what works for you, boo. Along with my protective styles over the past year, my hair really was growing and I loved it. I became in love and I became so proud of myself. This is sounding like a natural hair happy story. Not a natural hair horror story. But, like I said, this email is long, so I'm sure the horror is coming. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and it's May, so it has been starting to warm up a bit. I love my natural. I don't even care that it is a lot of work to take care of it. I'm actually grateful because I know I work hard and take time out of my busy schedule to make sure it's well taken care of. That's what I'm talking about. However, last week, 5/18, I decided to do weave over braids. I haven't done a weave in a little over a year because the hairstylist kept asking me why I didn't perm my leave out and that I should just perm the top. And that freaked me out. So this time I went to her, but I got a closure. This was my first time doing a closure, so I was very nervous. I went there at 9 a.m. sharp because usually she takes a long time. She's an older Haitian woman in her 50s, so when her other older customers come, they like to start talking in their native language, eat, take breaks, and I really did not want to spend too long in the salon, especially since it was warm. Now, we talked all about unprofessional stylists. I'm sure you guys can relate. If you get your hair done by a stylist, you guys gotta watch that video because some tea was spilled. When I got there, she was there, and the other stylist who usually braids was there. As soon as I got there, I took my hair out of the bun, and her and the other woman immediately compliment my long natural hair by saying, "Your hair has grown a lot. Your hair is so thick, and your hair is so pretty." I said thank you. I've been taking great care of my hair. The woman who braids was able to start my hair right away, which I was happy about because, like I said, I wasn't trying to be there all day. I feel you. I feel you. She started to braid. I'm not tender-headed, so the braids didn't feel tight on me. If it did, trust me, I would have said something, okay? She ain't like them other girls, okay? She ain't gonna let the stylist do whatever they want to do to her head, okay? She's gonna speak up. And, you know, that's usually the downfall, and that's usually why a lot of these natural hair horror stories come about. But she said she ain't one of them, okay? She braided my hair within 2 hours. It was around 11:30. While she was doing that, the lady who puts the weave in left. So I was waiting an additional 30 to 45 minutes until she got back. I told y'all, check out that video because there's a lot of unprofessional hairstylists out here. Once she got back, she started installing my weave. I felt okay, then people started to come in. So she stopped and told me to move out of the chair and did someone's perm as well as putting rollers in another woman's hair. They were talking and one woman started to play music. Now, I'm respectful and patient, but all I could think is, so after she was done, she sat me back in the chair and said she's sorry, how she's not going to take any other customers. I said okay. She continued to sew in the weave. Then in the middle of it, she got the closure and asked me did I want a side part or a middle part. I told her a side part. Now, to be honest, when she did it, I felt I looked funny. So I spoke up and I told her, like, I'm not really crazy about it. Since I don't have no experience with closures, I'm not sure how they're supposed to be placed or look before the actual styling of it. So I decided to be open-minded. Fair. That's fair. So after placing the closure and installing the rest of the weave, I stand up and look, and it doesn't look bad. I wasn't in love with the style because it looked more like a wig than a weave, but I was grateful. At this point, it's 2 p.m. So I paid her, and she tells me to come closer and whispers in my hair and says, with closure, the price is $100. Oh, let me see. With closure, the price is $100. Now, I'm all for everyone getting their coins, but her prices have always been $60 Mondays and Tuesdays and $80 Wednesdays till Saturdays. So that's what I had, and that's what I gave her. My problem with that was she didn't let me know beforehand. Even though I walked in early, she knew I was doing weave with a closure. I told her, so I'm not sure why she didn't let me know any of this beforehand, because I would have paid, and honestly, I was gonna come back in when I got paid the following week to give her the other $20. Now, when I got home Saturday, I was okay. My hair started to really feel tight. I didn't remember it being this tight, but I figured I'd be okay, it'll loosen up. These are my trigger words. Ever since doing this Natural Hair Horror Story series, I'm telling you, like, there are certain words that trigger me, like, I just thought it would loosen up, or I didn't want to say anything, or I knew I should have left, but I didn't. Like, those words just trigger me. That night I went to bed, but it was hard for me to sleep and my head started to itch a tiny bit. I really didn't think much of it, only because I've had times before where my braids kind of hurt, but the next day I felt perfectly fine. Man, was I mistaken. The next day my head was hurting and my hair was itching more. All I could think is, what the hell is going on? I went out for the day with my son and I was semi-okay, but I started to worry and wonder why my hair was itching so much. That night, I put flexi rods in my hair because I wanted my short body wave weave to really pop. Next day, I went to work. I'm a kindergarten teacher. Oh, snap! You're a kindergarten teacher! And everyone told me my hair looked great. I felt good, but I started to have a headache, which is weird because I felt no headache before that. So later on after work, I got home and I really started to feel a lot of pain. My head was throbbing so bad at this point, I had a full-on migraine. My head was itching uncontrollably, which is weird. My tooth on the left-hand side started to hurt, and I felt very uncomfortable, to the point where no matter what I did, it wasn't relieving the pain. So I decided to go on YouTube and look up how to relieve itching in your hair when you have a sew-in. I found a couple of results, and the common thing was putting tea tree oil and Jamaican castor oil on the scalp, so luckily I had those products. I got them immediately and put it on, and according to these YouTubers, my itching should be gone immediately. Well, guess what? It wasn't. My head felt like it was on fire and it was itching so much and my headache got worse. So at 10 p.m. I made an executive decision to take my hair out because I couldn't take it no more. I was crying and everything. So I grabbed my scissors I got from the hair store a few months ago and started to take out the weave and closure. I was going fast because I was in a lot of pain and I couldn't take it anymore. Once I took the closure and weave out, I took my braids out. When braided my hair, the woman had a bag of hair. I guess she used it as if it was braiding hair. Okay, I think she means that the woman used braiding hair to braid her hair. So I took my hair out and I made sure all that extra hair was out of my natural hair. My head hurt so bad that I was in severe pain. I started to wash my hair and it also hurt so bad. Even put my hair into sections. You taught me that. Okay. However, it was still hurting my head. And when I felt my head, I felt a bump on the top of my head and on the back of my head. My hair was pulled too tight. I was in so much pain and it hurt so much just to wash my hair. Then I had to blow dry it and that hurt even more. But here is where the crazy part really starts. We ain't there yet? After I blow dried my hair, I realized my edges was about to be gone. And I lost several inches off of my head. Like several. I took pictures to see what was going on, and when I seen the pictures, I started to cry. Like I said earlier in my story, I love my natural hair. I'm in love with it, from the texture to the color to the length. I always felt amazing and even more beautiful than I already do. So I was crushed to see that my hair was not there. I don't even understand how my hair got so short if all she did was braid it. I was so angry. I have Instagram and Snapchat, so I shared my story with my friends and told them a much shorter version of what happened. A lot of people asked me what happened and told me they were sorry that happened to me, and some people even had suggestions. Some suggested that I should get my money back, and someone else suggested that I should confront her. My best friend is a paralegal. She told her another friend of hers sued when that happened to her. Now, Traeh girl, I'm 26 years old. I'll be 27 in August. Though I do want to go back to her shop and have choice words with her and straight up tell her about herself. 1, that's not going to get my money back. And 2, that's not going to make my hair magically appear back. So right now, I'm still very mad, but I'm going to try to move on from this nightmare and do what I have been doing with my natural hair for it to grow back. My head still hurts very bad for the last 2 days with a severe headache, and my tooth aches badly. But later on in the week, I'll go back to my normal hair routine. And next week, I'll get my hair braided by my hairstylist who has been doing my protective styles for the past year. She's very good. I'm never in her salon more than 3 hours. Normally, she braids my hair within 2 hours. She's a godsend. I know this is a long story, but I had to share it with you. I know you have had your own experiences, so I knew you would understand my pain and hurt more than anyone. Attached is pictures and a collage of before, as well as how my hair was braided, the hair, and the closure I used, my hair once it was styled, and how it looked afterwards. and I'll see if I can include a video too. Okay, so I'm gonna include everything that she sent. She sent quite a few pictures and videos, so I'll insert them now. Alright, so thank you so much for sharing your natural hair horror story with us. I am so sorry that this happened to you. I was looking through your pictures and your videos, and your hair was so freaking beautiful and long and just full and luscious. And it saddens me that you lost so much hair. I'm just trying to figure out how you lost so much hair if all she did was give you a sew-in with a closure. Now, you said at first it wasn't too tight, but then over time it started to get really tight. You were getting a headache. It was a lot going on from that style. So I'm just trying to figure out what really caused it. Was it the fact that it was too tight, so she was pulling your hair out while she was braiding? Or did you somehow mistakenly cut some of your hair when you was trying to take it down? Did you maybe have a reaction to the braiding hair that was used? Because you said your scalp was like severely itchy. Did you have a reaction to that? Did the rice water somehow affect your hair? Like, what could have happened to cause you to lose so much hair? I don't know, maybe she just braided it too tight, pulled your hair too tight, and that's what caused your edges to be thinning for you to lose hair. I don't know, but I would just say take it as a lesson learned. This story is kind of old, so I'm sure you're into the swing of things with your hair routine and everything, but it's just so sad what can happen all because of a protective style. But I would advise, if your hair is put under a lot of stress after a protective style, you wait before you get another one. And I feel like when you get protective styles, you should get a protective style, let your hair rest, and then get another protective style. Don't just jump from a protective style to another protective style to another protective style. Get me? You get me? I know some people do jump from protective style to protective style, and that works for them. But if something traumatic like this happens to your hair and puts a lot of stress on your hair, you should definitely give your hair a break. Nurture your hair for a bit and then go in and get another protective style, which, by the way, I cannot wait until I get another protective style. Y'all see my mini twists are out. My mini twists are out, and I want to get another one. So I'm trying to figure out what protective style I should do next, but that's a whole nother video, a whole different day. Anyway, I hope you found a routine that works for you. I hope you can get your hair back to the way it was. We're all on our natural hair journeys, and it's not always easy. Trust me, even for me, it's not always easy, but I hope you're able to get your hair back to a healthy state. But thank you once again for sharing your natural hair horror story with us. I hope everything works out for you. And if you guys have a natural hair horror story that you would like me to feature, definitely email me at sendtotraeh@gmail.com, and hopefully I will feature it next Friday for a Natural Hair Horror Story Friday. Give this video a thumbs up if you love the natural hair horror stories on Fridays, because I know I said I was going to keep this schedule, my Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sunday uploading schedule, all the way until the end of the year. But now I'm trying to figure out, after the end of the year, should I keep the schedule going? Should I continue to give you guys horror stories on Fridays? Should I do them twice a week? Do you guys want more? Do you guys want less? I don't know. So let me know if you enjoyed the natural hair horror stories by giving this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.